Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Golden Insanity, and this is me essentially playing Tale of Two Wastelands. And yes, this is a heavily, well, not heavily, but it is a very modded instance of Tale of Two Wastelands, so expect to see some things that you wouldn't normally find in Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas. For those who are unaware of what Tale of Two Wastelands is essentially Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas mixed together into one game. With that being said, I do have certain mods installed, mainly ones from Sweet, such as her stars and Sweet mods that changes the armor and guns around. I have a few other mods similar to those, including ones that change perks and traits, and the unlimited stats mod are some of the notable ones to bring up. With that, I was originally thinking of just doing an instance of New Vegas playthrough or a Fallout 3 playthrough, but I went through all the trouble of making Tale of Two Wastelands work. I might as well make videos on Tale of Two Wastelands. I spread out my special stat, dump charisma because it's bleeding useless in Fallout 3 and New Vegas. Well, not in Fallout 3, but since I'm using a mod that changes how the speech works, it might as well be useless. And as you can see, there's some new traits here. I decided to go with careful handling, which is basically the opposite to build to destroy. Mainly because I think it's better. Built to Destroy kinda got like a slight nerf and like the perk rebalancing from this mod. I mean, 25% decay is just awful. And I go with another one, a good karma type perk. I don't know how to pronounce the word. But essentially what it does is it gives me slightly more experience, plus one in skills from skill books, which is the only way you're going to get an extra point from those skill books, and plus one in luck. Anyways, off to the point of the video. I'll be doing Moira Brown's quest.
Hey, I hear you're that stray from the vault. I haven't seen one of you for years. Good to meet you. I'm Moira
Don't
Brown.
let her talk.
I run Craterside Supply, but what I really do is mostly tinkering and research. Say, I'm working on a book about the wasteland. It'd be great to have the foreword by a vault dweller. Help me out, would you?
Anyways, I decided to help her out, give her a little snippet on what vault life is about.
Great. Just tell me what it's. A runaway dead. Good luck finding him.
And
Maybe
get
the
myself
armored
an
vault
armored
suit.
vault suit.
That'll be good for the.
Which actually got a slight buff from one of the mods
Let's
that I
see.
installed. That took really long to install.
No, then they just yell a lot.
And decided to help her
Oh,
with her quest with the
ooh, sounds.
survivalist guide, or survival guide. And first off, the super duper mart. There's gonna be a lot of cuts, by the way. Like that one. In the super duper mart, I decided to drop some garbage that was in my inventory. I didn't pick these up. This is from a quick start mod. Get my sturdy caravan shotgun. My withered pistol, I mean. Tactically, with a few shots. The shots that I'm missing are just blanks, by the way.
God damn it! God damn it! Screw this!
If you're wondering, no, I'm not playing on hardcore because honestly, trying to find consumables in hardcore mode will make me rip my head off.
Out of here! I'm gonna shag you! Damn it! It's
And I blow this Rayer's head open. Fuel is gone, and continue my search. I mainly use the Caravan shotgun and the withered 10mm pistol. Do a little cut of me clearing out the super duper mart. And get into the back. Collect myself a mini nuke. Collect some ammo. Hack a terminal first try, because I'm the GOAT. And complete the optional quest in the super duper mart.
Loading personality. Robco. R04.
How are you?
He is coming with the clouds,
Hero.
and every
Right.
eye shall be blind with his glory.
I also complete the optional side quest for this one, gain 600 rads, which, you know, probably isn't the best idea. The Tale 2 Wastelands also adds some Gunrunner-esque type challenges, as you can see here, and the one that I'm interested about is That's Mine. Kill Arkansas with a frag grenade. If you couldn't tell, we're on part 3 of Moira's quest.
What's the matter? Huh? Can't stand the sight of your own blood?
If you couldn't tell, I cut a lot in this. Well, that's because there's quite a lot of boring stuff that happens in between these
I'm in!
interesting moments. I throw a landmine directly at Arkansas and blow him up, gaining myself quite a bit of XP. Steal his garbage, and level up. I decided to round out a few of my stats. And here's some of the perks from the mods that I installed. This one's actually really good. The Advent Apocalypse. But I decided to go for intense training and get another level into intelligence. Which, as you can see here, I can do. And it gives me a walking encyclopedia. And as you can see here, that's what it does. Off to part 4 of Moira Brown's quest after this little cuts. Alright, I need to cripple myself and get my health below 50 for this part of Moira Brown's quest. Anyways, I try hitting this fragment with a crowbar, failing miserably multiple times. Well, ignore all this. This is all tactical preparation. Break most of the bones in my body, and slowly crawl back to Moira's little shop. For part 5, I need to test out the mole rat repellent. I'm sorry if I'm cutting a lot in this. It's just there's a lot of boring stuff that happens in between me doing these challenges. And there's only a few parts of Moira Brown's quest that actually take up quite a little bit of time. Anyways, testing out the repellent on these little mole rats. 2 hits and their heads explode. I don't know what type of repellent does that to rodents, but I really want to know what's in it that causes their heads to explode. I don't wonder what Moira Brown made. Failed miserably to take out this turret. Succeed the second time. Switch back to my grenade launcher once I see the raider. Thought the turret got her. Lob 2 grenades at her and finish her off with a laser pistol shot. And then continue my preparations with the repellent stick. Loot up a few containers here and there. Loot up the dead raider. And go on the search for more mole rats. I find more mole rats and bonk them on the head. But that still isn't enough to complete the optional part of this challenge. So after clearing out a few more raiders, I find some more mole rats. Swap back to the repellent stick and back to the skull rifle. This one decided to become a bird and teleport up in the sky. I don't know how that happens. Remind them that gravity exists, so I bash his skull in. Get the last one mole rat that I needed to complete the optional. Get one more just in case. And now we're off to part 6 of Moira Brown's challenge. I have to sneak into a Mirelurk den and slip a camera in there. So I decided to launch straight into the heart of it, slap the camera some eggs, and then run out. It's simple as that, really. And yes, you did see me use a crowbar. I was gonna let this wastelander live, but I didn't like to cut her jib, and I liked her gun. So I took out my own shotgun and gave her the mole rat treatment. Yoinked her weapon, and time to head back to Moira Brown for the next part of her quest. Moira Brown then sent me along to a library to find an example of a book that may
Hold
help
it.
us write
This area
book.
is under the authority of the Brotherhood of Steel. Leave immediately. You're awfully brave to be walking around down here by yourself.
Wah, wah, wah.
It seems that we have similar goals in mind. It's rare to meet someone. I am Senior Scribe Yearling. Good. My task here is, although I could have 1,000,000 initiates to comb the ruins, and I'd still never come close to recovering every book that remains undamaged. Precisely. The collected knowledge.
I hand some of my books to the scribe.
Very
and
well.
quite a few
Here's your reward.
caps.
Use it well, and return with more books when you can. Of course.
I start off by getting into the terminal. Fell a few times. By the way, if you couldn't tell, I have no idea how to actually hack any terminals. in Fallout games. I just kind of press stuff and hope it works. Anyways, I yoink the access card catalog in this terminal, and it's time to dive deeper into the library for the optional part of this quest.
Good to see you.
Nice armor, man. I go deeper into the ruins, but I wish to share this part. I select my shotgun, move into the library, pick up a few baseballs. There's a mod that lets me turn them into throwables. Find the exquisite Excalibur, which is a cut item, but one of the mods adds it back into the game, which is quite nice.
Fresh blood, just right for the
Exactly the same as a baseball bat, just more vertical. Load this one, failed miserably the second time. Will succeed in the third time. A little stim pack. Drugs make everyone feel better. And then blow this guy's head open. Alright, now let's move on to when I complete that optional part of this quest. Anyways, we're here at the final room. I lay down some mines.
I love when they fight back.
Until they start triggering.
Hiding from me? Better hope I don't
Watch
find
this guy
you.
just slide across the floor. I don't know how he did that magic trick.
You're dead.
Goddamn
I'm gonna
bastards.
tear you up and hide from
Gets
me.
hit by a
You're
flare
dead.
gun. She must think she's the pyro from Team Fortress 2 or something. Blow open her skull. Or her entire body in this case. Giant arc welder on this man. And as you can see there, his armor has some quite interesting stats with it. Try to find the scattered remains of her body. Find it. Not bad armor, by the way, that one. You'll pause the video if you want to see the stats. I think it was pretty good. I don't know where this magician raider went. I mean, just straight up and disappeared. And then I went on to complete the optional side of this quest. Use my trusty crowbar, get myself a cool little gun, and make my way to the terminal. You want the pre-war book? That's 100 caps, by the way. Get the archives from the library. Not that hard, honestly. Grab myself a nickel gold quantum, and on to the next, and probably the most tedious part of this
Your
whole
time to
damn quest. But first, let's take out the magician raider. I don't know how she survived that headshot, by the way.
Hold still, meat.
Alright, now let's move on to the next part of this quest. I break myself into a robotics factory. Yoinked a speech book. Bashed the Moret's skull in with the Excalibur. Ignore that. Yoinked a pre-war book. That's 100 caps, by the way. And I just need to reactivate the robots for this part of Moira Brown's quest. So let's get to that point, shall we? Anyways, I didn't make it to where I'm supposed to hack the terminal. I find this weird book, Robotics and Economics. If anyone knows what that's used for, please tell me. I have no idea what it's used for. Install the little chip into the processor, and hack the terminal. Yeah, there was a little cut. I need to find some mentats in order to hack it. By the way, around this point, I'm like around level 6. I failed the first time hacking into this terminal. Again, I don't know what I'm doing most of the time. Oh, I cut that part out. Crap. Anyways, I turn on the pest extermination and turn off the kill everything button. And then let's head on to the next and final part of Moira Brown's quest. Their T intelligence is really high, I think, by the way. Anyways, this part took so long, and you're about to find out why. 70 speech.
No, I can't fucking well share one. What sort of moron are you? But fine. If it'll get you out of my face, go down to Pinkerton's shed in the broken-off bow of the ship. If he decides to give you a history lesson, it's no business of mine. Now get the hell out of my bar.
Yeah, I want to off my part with this final part. I need to find a naughty sleepwear and take like multiple perks just to hit 70 in speech for this section. By the way, I got quite a lot of armor from killing raiders, as you can see there. And some more weapons. Here are my stats as well. Here are the effects of some of the perks that I took. I took one that increases the amount of HP I recover and more experience I gain, but I don't have a companion. Pretty useful in my opinion. Pretty useful. Clothes make the carrier, gives me some speech. I also took good nature to increase my speech. I also found the strength bobblehead, but due to limited stats, it doesn't give me +1 in strength. It just gives me more carry weight. Anyways, I did the world a favor. Dropped a quick save. I think you know where I'm going with this. Equipped the 10mm submachine gun. Looked if I had any stealth boys. I didn't, but that would not matter. Domed her in the head. You really shouldn't lose karma for killing her. You should gain karma. You're doing the world a favor. Yoinked her stuff. Continued to do God's work when I found this heathen, the sitting down, and gave her a public execution. As per usual. As you can see, I am very high in my karma. Anyways, I want to go talk to the old man to finish the last part of Moira Brown's quest. Hit the switch, looted a toolbox. Went off.
How the hell did you get in here? This is the part. What? Ha! Sounds like you've been poking around, all right. I'm surprised any of those reprobates even remember me. Maybe they still laugh about how they edged me out of the council back then. But you can set the record straight. For that, you have to go all the way back to when remnants of the Naval Research Institute cleared the Mirelurks off this wreck. We were looking for new lab space, and this bucket of bolts just happened. Everything else just grew up around that lab once we got it up and running. The science team was... That lasted until about 18 years ago. She came in with her big Purity Project pipe dream, and my whole staff started... She even took my seat on the council. By then, I was glad to leave it behind. But hell, if I'm leaving the city I made great. Of course I do. A good... Here. They probably don't even remember, but I... Don't let your guard down.
Anyways, time to turn in the quest for Moira Brown.
Any luck finding out how Rivet City got started?
Told her how it got started.
Aha! Not just as easy as asking around, was it? Good and... So? With the protected location and... A bit of smarts leads to a big reward, huh? Oh, and I'll let the Rivet City traders know they'll be favorably mentioned in the book. You'll get a discount buying gear from them in the future.
And then that's it. We finished her quest. It only took like,
Yes, that concludes our exceptional
10
expert
levels in a few
endeavor.
hours.
I have to admit, I was worried it would go over some people's heads, but it should be fine. For all your hard work, I want you to have this mini nuke. I kept meaning to use it to dig a well, but honestly, it just makes me nervous. Now, I just need to do a few last tweaks, and it'll be ready to print and distribute. Thanks for all the help. So cynical. No. I can take care of all that with the few traders I know. What makes you think I'd force you to handle something so dangerous? Now you should just lie back and... Oh my! It's brilliant! Even I'm astounded by my genius. I'll share these with the traders, and soon everyone will... But now, the very...
And there we go. The quest is completed. I gained some karma. And a new perk. And I'm idolized by Megaton. That's very nice. By the way, for doing all the optional stuff, I got the best version of this perk. Which is, as you can see, this. Yeah, this wasn't worth it, honestly. Like, at all. Now that I'm idolized by Megaton, I wonder what type of stuff they're going to give me. This is my mod. This is one of my mods as the fame system from New Vegas. I wonder what type of loot the locals will give me for completing this
All of us here
masterpiece.
thank you for everything you've done. It's the best...
Oh,